So Stan Twitter is in some serious trouble here. Yep, no surprise here. So over the past couple of months, they've been basically promoting this artist called Zara Larson. Almost no one cares. No one bought her album, I think. Her album failed spectacularly. Heck, Midnight Sun took like 5 months. Okay, so the song released in June, so it took 3 or 4 months for the song to hit. You would think, if Stan Twitter loved Midnight Sun so much, it would hit 1 billion streams, 500 million streams. Okay, maybe 100 million streams, like Joyride did. Yeah, but no. 30 million streams. Okay, yeah. Stan Twitter has been a horrible indicator of success for a long time. It's actually people participate in discourse and memes, but not actually listening to music. Perfect example of this is the manufactured hype of the whole Brett era on Stan Twitter, and how Gracie Abrams easily outsold Sorry as well. Also, both outsold Beyonce's new album, by the way, which um is the perfect indication why Stan Twitter is not the most, but that's mostly the Beehive, Bayhive. Gracie Abrams is utterly despised on Stan Twitter. Yet The Secret of Us came out the same month as Brett, but has way more longevity. And yeah, longevity actually does matter, okay? Like, people will act like, oh, but this album is a flop era or a flop album, and they look at the first week sales and they'll say, oh, but this album flopped, this album failed. But you can look at the best selling albums, longevity of an album actually matters. Okay, for example, Mayhem is not a flop album because it actually has decent longevity, even though most of its streams come from Die for Smile, which was included on the album on the last second. But it's still a part of the album. It's still on there. So of course, the What has decent longevity. But most of the artists these people promote, like Zara Larson, Ward, Kessa's Period, that was a huge failure. Something Beautiful by Miley Cyrus. Almost all those albums flopped because guess what? They had no longevity. No one listened to them as well. And you can look here, you know, The Secret of Us is actually has decent longevity as well here. And at least Brat is still in the top 30, unlike Cowboy Carter, which is struggling streams wise. It's a failure streams wise as well here. Yeah. Yeah, but Stan Twitter really thought that Midnight Sun would be this huge, massive hit. Every single radio station will be playing Midnight Sun. Everyone will be listening to it. It'll be the song of the summer, they called it. But it never charted on the Billboard charts because no one listened to it. No one cared. And Zara Larson is an artist that most people just don't care for, you know. And her album, Midnight Sun, I think sold very, very poorly as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for next Monday to see the sales of Midnight Sun, because the actual full album released and no one listened to it. Yep, no one listened to the album. It had 3 million total streams, which they was absolutely awful for a so-called major artist as well. Okay, they were actually acting like this Zara Larson person is this huge major artist when Midnight Sun was a huge failure of a song. No one listened to it. At least with the Brat era, or at least actually had success and it actually charted on the Billboard charts. Okay, the whole Midnight Sun thing is absolutely embarrassing as well. Okay, this is absolutely embarrassing. They promoted a flop song, like they called Dua Lipa's last era a flop era, but hey, at least it still charted on the Billboard Top 200. At least it still charted on the Billboard Top 100. None of the Midnight Sun era charted on the top 100. Okay, the album might top in the top 200, but it's gonna drop off very, very quickly, like Addison Rae's debut album did as well. Okay, and Addison Rae's album is of course nowhere to be seen in the top 30 either. Another album that didn't really have good longevity as well, despite the recent payola surge for Diet Pepsi. Goodbye.